Hi there, welcome back to Andertons TV. My name is Rob.
I'm Chris.
And what are we doing today, Chris?
Well, basically today we're gonna, I guess, challenge each other at making a beat.
Oh, okay.
Making a beat.
Huh?
Could say it's maybe not, but you know what? It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a beat off.
It's gonna be a beat
off. And basically, what we're going to do is use the Machine Jam, because we've always used the Machine Jam, because I personally like it a lot, and just see who's better.
Yeah, I think we should mention though that we're also using Ableton today.
True. Yeah.
And you're going to use a combination of Ableton and Machine. Personally, I've never really used Machine too much.
Both big Ableton users, so it's about.
But they also have
they
have a really good template.
They do really in depth, which is from native,
yeah.
So it's not as if it's been a third party.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm convinced I'm going to beat you.
You're gonna beat me.
And it's going to be a beat off, and you're going to get beat down.
Gonna get beaten.
And I guess what we'll do is, if you liked mine, then you comment below, or if you liked Chris's, let us know. And I don't know, what happens to the loser? I think I won.
You think you
I
won?
think I won. Mine had like vibe and
It
heart
did
and
have
soul.
Your song definitely had a lot of progress.
Yeah, I think yours was a bit grittier.
Mine was like I was jamming once that filter came on.
Yeah, mate, that was the maker that made.
I did
beat.
enjoy the fatness of that.
It was fat. Was it 2 P's or 2 T's with yours?
I think it was
fat.
2. It was a PHF.
PHF.
PHF, so it was extra fat.
Fatness.
Fatness to the max.
So obviously we're using a mixture. I used a mixture of 2 different workflows.
Definitely.
Predominantly Ableton was the host, but what I was trying to do was use Maschine and Ableton in this nice little environment, in a little package.
Nice little package.
And the reason being is because I'm a heavy Ableton user. I think we said about this earlier,
Yeah.
but being able to use Maschine in flip modes, so I can have like Maschine as a plugin, which is great, and it's so easy to get ideas down just by either like just doing the step sequence or playing stuff in, or using the browse features, all the stuff you get, all the good stuff in the Maschine stuff, but then you use Ableton in it's like Machine's living inside of Ableton.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And so I've got the template set up on both sides and I just have to shift the MIDI mode and I've got the best of both. Obviously, you're not a big Maschine user
I'm
right
not
now.
super big, so I was doing a lot of just kind of trying to work in Ableton and seeing how well I can use this in the process. So I feel like I could have probably done more with it, but you know, music was still created, so...
That's it. And what I liked about it is it became like a hub.
Oh yeah,
Because obviously we've got a controller under here and we were using this for either programming the drum bits, playing the drum pads in.
Sequence and all that
But
stuff.
I ended up using it as kind of a live performance thing as well, because when I'm writing, I'm trying to get ideas down, and because you've got the mute buttons and the solo buttons on here, as well as the controls of the levels and the auxiliaries and sends, I was able to kind of create it on a live environment, which I think is kind of what people are using it for.
That's what you would want to, like, I can definitely see that being part of the main process of creating music with this, is because it's all laid out in front of you, you know, and that's the point. I did find myself like quickly going to the keyboard and doing my quick, you know, Ableton shortcuts to try clean up the track as I was making it. But which you probably could do in here, but I was just a bit lost on the shortcuts.
To be honest, I am so impressed with like the value for money on this thing.
Definitely.
Because obviously we can't say exactly how much, but it's a lot cheaper now than it has been. So if you check the link out below, you can see the deal that it's on. It basically, if you were looking for a Ableton alternative, not saying that there's one better than the other, but this will do very similar things to the Push at a completely different price point. But the only thing you're not getting is a velocity pad. But depending on what you do, obviously I was playing stuff there, I didn't really need the velocities. You can still change the velocities as you go, but it's a different unit. But I think having paid less, you still get quite a lot for your money.
I mean, the thing is, you should also take the fact that the Push only works strictly with Ableton, whereas Maschine is made, like the Jam is made for Maschine, but it also works really well in Ableton.
That's it. And
it's a win-win.
Saying that, I think you can even get a decent MIDI map or MIDI template for the Maschine Jam on things like Logic. I don't know if things like Cubase or Reaper or all those sort of things, but I know that they definitely do Logic and Ableton.
For sure.
So you think that's most too popular, maybe?
Probably.
I mean, if you've got your Pro Tools, you've got your Cubase, but I think in terms of the electronic dance music circuit, you've got that kind of thing. But I think you can even use Fruity Loops with Maschine now.
Probably. I mean, you can definitely use other hardware MIDI devices with FL Studio, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of map, maybe even if it's third party, but someone would set it up to work with
and
it,
again,
probably.
so that means it's very flexible. I mean, another thing, I think the perfect combination I've seen is when you've got the Maschine Mark III and your Jam next to each other, because you've got two worlds. You've got the interface in the Maschine Jam, so you haven't got to worry about buying a separate interface. You've got the drum program inside, so you've got the velocity pads on the Mark III, but then you've got the brain almost on the right-hand side. So you can be like, right, I can bring my levels in, and then I can flip over to my DAW or use Maschine 2 as your DAW. So you can still be as creative with the step sequencer or using the pads on the Jam, but it's a different kind of idea. But what's interesting is like how they're taking people away from computer screens. The computer will still drive it and you'll still be able to use it, but a lot of companies like Akai and stuff, they're trying to take that away. So like the MPC Live or the MPC X is designed to be a little bit more I guess, hardware, which
Yeah.
is silly because it's got a computer built into it, but that's the scope
Definitely.
they're going for.
I mean, the thing is, it's a bit of a weird situation because nowadays you can basically make music without having a super wide knowledge of
Yeah.
how to make music. But that's just because of kind of what's available on a computer. But now they're making pieces of hardware that are just so simple to use. It's bridging the gap of, rather than being able to know how to make music by programming, you're just making music by pressing buttons and actually trying to figure it out. I think it's a more fun process.
Two sides to that. You've got the real music theory heads who are like, yeah, that's not music, that's guessing, that's like really clever guesses, and then it just being a song based on that. But then I think it should be both, because
Definitely.
it's like, even if you've got some theory knowledge,
Yeah,
why
it
not set the
always
scale
helps.
on this and be like, right, well, I don't know what's going to happen, therefore it's not as regimented, maybe. Maybe I'm just being like really skeptical.
I think it's a very kind of open-ended thing because just music in itself, you can't, like, there's just so many ways to make it.
That's it.
There's no wrong answers with
Absolutely.
music.
Yeah, so I think Maschine Jam is a good buy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It was a good time making some music with it.
Yeah, definitely. So if you guys liked it, obviously hit that like button. Definitely comment who's better.
Oh yeah,
We need to figure this out.
definitely. At least which beat you preferred.
Yeah, beat 1 or beat 2.
Because better is, you know, I don't think they've seen enough work to consider who's better.
All right, you're making excuses already.
But
It's
whichever
fine, it's
beat
fine.
you preferred.
Before he starts crying, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See ya. Go shorty.
It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. Go with a birthday. Hey!
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Andertons YouTube music technology channel. If you're a guitar player, or you play bass, or a drummer, or you're into keyboards, you might like one of our other YouTube channels, and I'll put links to those in the description below. Anyway, if you'd like to find out more about the products we featured in this video, please click up here. If you'd like to watch another video from this channel, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, click down here. And lastly, if you'd like to subscribe to our Music Tech YouTube channel, please click down here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.